Superior Wolf here, going to bring you the second game of Bisu versus Hero. Man, that was a great game. Hero taking the game with that 3-hatch, zergling aggressive play into Hydras, and it really destroyed Bisu. 3, 2, 1, 0. And this next game is going to get started right now. It is on the map Medusa. Another fairly balanced map. Everybody thought it was going to favor Zerg, but statistically it is actually favoring Protoss right now, which I guess can be explained because of the golden age of Protoss that is occurring right now. Bisu spawning in the top left as a green Protoss, and white Zerg Hero is spawning at the 6 o'clock position. This map is a 3-player Twilight map, and what's very interesting about this map is you have a very safe mineral only, and you have some temples that can lead to that mineral only behind your base. And this often gives some very interesting strategical plays. Bisu sending out a quite early probe. I guess he wants to get that scout in as soon as possible so he does not die to some kind of all-in rush like last game. Throwing down the pylon. It is a slightly normal probe than early, probably about 1 supply earlier than normal. Hero is going to send his Overlord in the wrong position. Now, especially in the game of StarCraft, you have to realize it is really a huge psychological game. When you lose the first game of an important match like that, it is often one of the most important games of the entire set. And it could really affect your gameplay in the next couple of games. So, Hero winning that first game like that is actually very good for him, because it might make Bisu play a little bit worse than normal. It's just a very important thing to do, winning the first game, because it really just hurts your opponent a lot. So Hero's going to be coming into this game with a little bit of momentum, now taking the mineral only in the back of his base with that 12 hatch. I don't really like him taking the mineral only, but it does allow him to get away from that probe from harassing him and not letting him plant the hatchery. Nexus now going up for Bisu. This is what pro gamers do, is that they really cut a lot of corners. They don't play as safe as as maybe some foreigners would do, but they really get big advantages like this, because on this high level of play, every single corner, every single mistake, every little thing counts a lot. Hatchery is going to go down for Hero here, but looks like Bisu is looking to harass here. And Bisu is known as one of the masters of multitasking. He's got a very good multitask. And we can clearly see that from his Dark Templar play. Good job here, preventing that hatchery from being placed. And cannot get this hatchery down. It's really annoying. And Pylon now going down. Hero's not going to be able to lay that hatchery, but now lays it there. Extractor is also going up, and pool is finished. I really don't like Hero's play here, because by not putting that hatchery close to the extractor and by placing his first hatchery at his mineral only, he really is telling Bisu right away that he's not going to be doing any kind of huge Mutalisk attack. He's not going to be doing hardcore mutas, because he can't. He simply does not have the gas to do so. And he's really just shown Bisu that immediately, because of the fact that he has not taken a hatchery that can get him a second gas. So 2 Zerglings are now out. One of them's going to be trying to take out this scouting probe, but Bisu's not going to lose that probe. He's going to be able to keep that in there for quite a while, because he's just an amazing player. He's got good APM, and he's going to be able to keep that alive. Very nice. Cybernetic score now going up. Now when you play passively like this, getting their 3 hatches, it really allows Protoss to attack very quickly, and it allows them to get a huge economy. So that's why sometimes I like aggressive play a lot more, because it's really one of the big counters to Protoss play. However, it does have many of its own weaknesses as well. Lair is now going up. What we're most likely going to see here from Hero is the typical Lair, Spire into Scourge, and then going into Hydras. 4th hatchery is now about to be planted, and Bisu still keeping this probe alive. And the first zealot is out, coming down to harass right now. So you can see both of the players are macroing up. Bisu is going to send that first Zealot in to try and look for if he can harass anything. But he can see that there's going to be 3 Zerglings, and he's not going to be able to do too much. And here comes the encounter. Good micro there by Hero, pulls back that hurt Zergling, and no casualties on either side. So, first Dragoon is now out. What I'm really hoping for Bisu in this game is some more standard play. Last game he went for some very, very quick Dark Templar, and I did not really agree with that. Speed is now up on those Zerglings, and we just saw that Bisu planted down a Stargate in a robotics facility, so he is going to be going Sarah Reaver, which I totally disagree with. I really think this is a bad choice because Hero did make it clear that he was not going Mutalisk, and he's getting 5 hatches now. And Sarah Reaver is actually really much better against Sarah Mutalisk as it is against Hydra, and Mass Hydra is actually the counter to Sarah Reaver. So I really don't like Bisu's play here. He should not have made that move, because it's not going to be as easy to pull off a Sarah Reaver, because he's not going to have nearly as much map control. A second Stargate actually going down, which I really disagree with. I don't know why he's making such a huge investment into Sarah Reaver when his opponent is going Hydralist. You can see Hydralist end is now up, and it's really going to be hard to pull off the Sarah Reaver because you're not going to have map control. Your opponent is going to have Hydras all over the place, shooting down your Reaver, shooting down your Corsairs, and he's going to have Scourge all over the place, ready to snipe your shuttle. So Bisu is playing it very riskily here. It can obviously pay off if he does some nice economical damage, but that is going to be pretty hard to pull off. Pro gamers also very, very often get a ton of burrowed Zerglings all around the map so they can get some good scouting. So it's a huge investment by Bisu, and I don't know if I agree with this. Earlier we just saw some Zerglings surround a Zealot and pick it off. Small units, or small losses like that, those are actually very important in this high level play. Looks like Bisu actually got a delayed robotic support bay. Got it a little bit later than normal. Usually you start it when your shuttle is 50% finished. I don't know if that was a mistake or if he was building something else, or maybe didn't have enough money. Scourge are going to get picked off, and Hero's still running around with his Zerglings, trying to see how big the army size is, and this Corsair better get out of there. Corsair is saved by its Corsair buddies, and good micro there by Bisu, not losing that Corsair. A lot of things that... Okay, lots of Zerglings coming in to surround this small army force. Zealots are going to go down, and this looks like a pretty equal battle. I'm not sure who's going to come up on top. At the same time, Corsairs are killing off the Overlords for Hero. Hero does lose this battle over here, but very barely. And Overlord goes down. Hydras are now out. But I actually think that was a win for Hero, training a small army like that, because now Bisu is having less and less ground map control. He will have air dominance, but he's not going to be able to push out with a army force supported by Reaver. So I really don't like that Bisu lost that army force right there, because now these Hydras are just going to be able to roam around the map and have dominance. And a good counter to Sarah Reaver is mass expanding, which we can see that Hero has already started to do. He's already got that 4th expansion up and running. And Bisu's got that Reaver now, but I don't know how much damage he's going to be able to do. Citadel is now up, and Bisu is adding gateways. You can see he's already stopped the Corsair production. And a couple of Scourge are going to get picked off. This is first person view of Bisu. Very fast player, very good player. Oh no! Overlord does scout this shuttle, and that's going to be very crucial because this is going to minimize the losses for Hero. Scourge are now coming in. This is going to be a very dangerous situation. Hydras are now on the way as well, and Scourge does hit that Corsair, and the shuttle's going to come in. Scourge does get picked off. Now we're going to have to see how much damage this Reaver does. With so many Hydras, I don't know if he can do any damage at all. Creep Colony coming down. Hydra's coming, and that Reaver is going to have to get out of there as soon as possible. And lots of drones go down. Very nice Reaver shot. And Bisu gets out of there. That's a good attack right there. Does quite a bit of economic damage, but Hero is prepared. He's actually got these Hydras prepared over here and a sunken. And Bisu's going to have to back out of there. So Bisu has actually done some damage with this Reaver Sayer, but very, very little. And I don't know if it's going to pay off going to Sayer, because now Hero has 4 expansions, a huge economic lead because he's got so many hatcheries. Those drones are just going to be able to be replaced immediately. So I don't know if this was worth it for Bisu, and I actually don't think it was worth it at all. Bisu now moving out with a small group of units, and Bisu does not even have a Templar Archives yet, which is really going to be hard for him to deal with this Hydralisk force, and he's got to use these Reavers to support him. He's got about 3 Reavers now, getting that +1, and Corsairs now. Lots of Hydras here for